Starmer is a liar, pants on fire, like to win an election, Ukrainian model for an erection.
So we're told all these social media laws that the draconian Labour Party want to bring in, we're told that it's to protect the children, which I find strange, don't you? Because when it comes to historic grooming gang scandals, you know, the ones with whistleblowers, evidence and decades of ignored warnings, the response is calm, cautious and glacial. We can't rush these things. These investigations need to be thorough. Now I hope that's not government speak for all the emails haven't been shredded yet, all the photographs haven't been stuck under pillars and in cupboards in places, paper trail back to our own people, the elites. That's not been covered up yet. I hope that's not. And it couldn't be, could it? It couldn't be that these marvellous people who we put our trust in, give them our vote to do what's best for us, would be immoral like that. Yeah, sure. Starmer's mate, Mandelson, he's alleged to have visited Epstein Island. He was certainly a friend of Epstein, but he's a good bloke. And he's one of the boys. I didn't say into the boys, there's no evidence of that yet. But you know what I'm saying. Morally corrupt, they couldn't be, could they? No. Not these fine people, not these paragons of virtue in government. They say matters are complex, very complex. It's a good question you've asked, but this is a complex issue. In fact, it's so complex that 20 years later, we're still trying to get an investigation going. Doesn't matter who the government is, doesn't matter what party's in power, for some reason they do not want to investigate the rape and torture of predominantly young white girls. But show them an app that can put Keir Starmer into a bikini and the alarm bells go off straight away. In fact, if I've got anything against Grok, it's the fact that it's put that image in my mind. Starmer in a bikini. I can't stand him in a suit. What do you think that mess does to a brain? Suddenly it's emergency powers, immediate action. Won't somebody think of the children? Funny how urgency only kicks in when it's something that ordinary people use, and it's another impingement on free speech and freedom of expression. Funny that. Now let me ask a few questions, hypothetical of course. I think we're still allowed to ask questions at the moment, aren't we? In Starmer's free speech Britain. If child safety is the absolute red line, why does institutional failure just get a shrug? But memes, they get emergency legislation. Well, we've clamped down on white grooming gangs. What more do you want? We protect the children. Why does asking about grooming gangs possibly risk community tensions? But banning speech is framed as compassion. And why is it when certain elite names, they surface in potentially uncomfortable contexts, we're told to be very careful not to put 2 and 2 together and come up with 5. But when the public speaks freely, suddenly care is mandatory. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. That'd be foolish, particularly in the current climate where the Stasi are under state control. That'd be irresponsible, suicidal perhaps. I'm just fascinated by the optics. We're told associations don't mean anything. Travel to certain places doesn't mean a thing. Judgment errors? Who hasn't made a judgment error? We've all visited paedophiles and befriended them, haven't we? No, I haven't. But a chatbot making a joke. Now that's an existential threat to civilization. Let's talk about Grok, shall we? Apparently it must be restricted because someone, somewhere, might misuse it. By that logic, ban all knives, someone might stab. Ban cars, someone might run someone over, and deliberately. Not from the religion of peace, obviously, but like that nutcase in Liverpool. Ban the internet. Oh wait, they're trying. Guns don't kill people. Knives don't kill people. AI apps don't groom children. Criminals do. So here's an idea. Trace them, arrest them, prosecute them. Pretty radical, I know. Stop wasting police time sending them around to houses because someone said hurty words on the internet, or someone has found something offensive, which more often than not isn't offensive, and use that police time, energy and money to find nonces. It's not rocket science. Mind you, if you're a government minister, you don't want them digging too deep, I'm sure. Prosecute them, not the tool, not the joke, not the public. And honestly, if Grok has a downside, it's putting Starmer in a bikini. No human eyes should have to see that. And again, no human eyes should have to see him face into a camera telling more lies dressed in a suit, should it? No, that's not what you should see. Not what you should expect from your politicians. But from Boris Johnson to Keir Starmer, back to Blair. It's just been lies, 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 hasn't it? And I think we've been desensitised to it. We just say, oh, there he is. It's Sir Keir. He's lying again. Ah, oh, well, that's what they do. That's what they all do. That's what we pay them for. So forgive me if I'm sceptical when the same people who move at walking pace to actually investigate groomers who tortured, racially abused and raped young girls suddenly burst into a sprint when it comes to controlling your freedom of expression or your freedom of speech. Because protect the children always seems to mean less transparency, fewer questions, more censorship and zero accountability. Never looks like it means protect the children, sadly. So people start to wonder, not conclude, not accuse, just wonder. And apparently these days, wondering is the real danger. Making a meme is the real danger. And the real criminals, the real child abusers, a lot of them can't be prosecuted, can't be investigated because it will lose votes for the government. Got to think of community cohesion. Let me know your thoughts on it, on this clampdown on the internet. I'd be interested to know what you think and what you think the reasons behind it are. Thanks for watching, thanks for the support in the channel. Please like the video, please subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.
Starmer is a liar. Pants on fire. Lied to win an election. Ukrainian model for an erection. Freezes grand and granddad. Puts farmers on the street. Another WEF puppet. Dancing to their beat. Starmer's a liar, but the whole of parliament is the same. Same puppets for the money. Corrupt to the core, just different roles. Cheek to go